fence 14, A, B, and C, which has the keyhole to a corner to a skinny axer over there. Doug, what do you think of this one?
I think this is a solid effort. I think the horses that actually ran at the fork, the CIC, 2 weeks ago, are going to have a distinct advantage. The keyhole here is very, very similar to a combination they had. It was third or fourth to last on that three-star course last week or 2 weeks ago. The challenge with this, one, is that they're coming from quite a hill, and probably it's not terribly clear from the video, but that's a decent pull for sure. They're going to come up here, and I think the clever riders are going to try and get their horse back where the crossing is over there, about 4 or 5 posts away from us here, and probably give them a second or two, almost to think about catching their breath. Just give them a moment to sort of recompose themselves, because I think ultimately the competition is not going to be won or lost with that 2 or 3 seconds here. There's plenty of time later on that if you need to make up some time, you can do so. I think the keyhole here for some horses, mine in particular, Crown Talisman, he tends to sometimes duck a little bit, and so for me, I'd want to get as most sort of powerful, energetic canter and actually support him a little bit as he comes off the ground. The landing is completely blind, right? So the horses ultimately are just trusting these riders that there is a good landing on the backside. Let me swing around a bit. And so as you can see, the landing actually does fall away a little bit on the backside of these fences, or this fence. From here, we've got the keyhole. It's either the riders have to make a choice. It's either force around a little bit direct to the corner and B, you can see, or they're going to actually jump, which would be my preference, is actually stay a little wide on the approach. I'd be jumping almost towards that brown or rust color Land Rover, and actually I'd probably consider doing the 5 strides to the B element. And the nice thing also with the 5, and shaping that turn a little bit more, it allows you a nice straight shot up to the C element. And I think at this level, these horses love what they're doing, and if you can show them what's up next, they generally lock on and sort of take you right to it. The biggest challenge with this, right, if you did the 4 stride, they're not really going to see the C as well. And being that it's an oxer at the top, you want to make sure that you're getting there with a little bit of pace. I think if you end up having to make some sort of tight turn and you're sort of stalled at the takeoff side, potentially you end up hitting the back rail. And then another safety consideration, it's on a number of fences throughout this course. They've got these clips, and it's a little indicated with a little red on the right and left hand side of the log. And basically, if a horse were to actually land on it, the log will actually displace and it'll rotate down. So it's a safety feature that has been implemented over the past couple of years, but it's a great innovation so that ultimately the horses aren't punished in a way that's going to end up causing injury. This is a way that we can be a bit safer with how everything is running. As far as options here, this is the A element. There's a B, another corner over there, and the other C that the riders have the option to do is on the top of those stairs. That is going to take you about an hour to go all the way out and around. So it's certainly going to be everyone's preference to do this direct route, unless they happen to have trouble, or if you had a horse that really doesn't like right-handed corners, then maybe you'd consider going out to the B element. Although it is a right-handed corner, you'd have a much better approach to it. It's a little bit smaller as well.